cases you will never have an opportunity to argue anymore, except perhaps your own as you sit in the Department of Corrections. Anything further?
No, sir.
All right, Mr. Murdaugh, I sentence you to the State Department of Corrections on each of the murder indictments in the murder of your wife, Maggie Murdaugh. I sentence you for a term of the rest of your natural life for the murder of Paul Murdaugh, whom you probably love so much. I sentence you to prison for murdering him for the rest of your natural life. Those sentences will run consecutive. Under the statute involving possession of a weapon during a violent crime, there is no sentence where a life sentence is imposed on other indictments. That is the sentence of the court, and you are remanded to the State Department of Corrections. And officers may carry forth on the imposition. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, well, there you go. Alec Murdaugh there, sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole twice, one for each count of murder. He was, of course, convicted last night of killing his wife Maggie and his son Paul back on their property in South Carolina back in 2021. So the judge handing down the most severe sentence possible, 2 sentences for life in prison without parole, saying that Murdaugh will spend the rest of his, quote, natural life in prison. I do want to pop up the audio and see if there is any audio that you can hear right now or if it has been silenced. It actually appears that they've frozen the shot altogether here as there is kind of a sidebar conversation going on. If we do get any more in from this, we will bring it to you live, raw, and unfiltered. That is what we do here on Live Now from Fox. But again, Alec Murdaugh there, sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. One for each count of murder. He did murder his wife and his son. That conviction coming in last night. We brought that to you live on air. I do want to go over some of the basics here about the case against the disgraced South Carolina attorney, again convicted of murder in the shooting deaths of his wife, Maggie, and his son, Paul. Murdaugh did face anywhere between 30 years to life in prison without parole for each of those murder charges when he